Hello everyone, I'm here with a new process video, and as you can see I've got my TN out here, and this is what I use to scrap about the books I read for this year. And I haven't done one of these in a while, and I'm actually 2 books behind now, so I may try to do them both back to back here. We'll see what happens. But my first one was called Tin Man, and the closest comparison I can make is Call Me by Your Name. And I actually liked the movie a lot better than the book, which obviously normally for most people and normally for me it's the opposite. In this case, I think the movie actually did it more justice than just the book. But the premise of this is somewhat similar to me, except the 2 characters, when they start out, they're very young. They kind of just start out as best friends, and some things ensue. I won't say too much because you have to read the book. But if that sounds intriguing to you, this might be one for you. The other thing I must admit that drew me to this and why I liked it was short. I did this as an audiobook through Libby, and I think I always put mine at like somewhere between 1.4 and 1.6 speed. It really depends on the narrator. And this one I felt like I could go a little bit faster, and so I think it was maybe like 1.55, something like that. But it was short, and so I sped through it. I mean, look at it, it says it's only 213 pages. So this was a great like quick listen for me. So I do appreciate that because I'm trying to make my way through a lot of books this year. I have a lot sitting on my shelf, sitting in Libby, sitting in Chirp, all of those things. So anyway, that's where we're starting today. I have nothing picked out. I do have my bag of stuff that's kind of more geared towards TNs, so I have that. But I also recently bought a bunch of book themed things from Pretty Little Studio, so I could certainly get those all out if I wanted to. And I'm even wondering if on this one, I don't think I've done this yet, where I've just used the white background as it is. Well, kind of here, but I have a strip. Let me look. Covered that. A lot of these are covered with cardstock. Now here, I kind of did a little bit of both. This is covered, this is sort of half covered with a piece of paper. But most of these, I covered the whole background. Well, if I don't find paper I like or anything that I can use there, I know that now I have all this new book stuff. So I will find something for sure. I got all excited when I was looking through that bag because I saw some very bright yellow peeking out, thinking like, oh, it's paper, yay. Well, it's paper, but not the paper you would think. I had tissue paper in there. I'm not sure why I put that in the stuff for my TNs. Was I thinking I could use this as a background? I don't know. I mean, the color is great. And if I'm going to use this in anything, it's probably better to do it in here because I know like I'm not going to keep this forever. This will get thrown eventually. So I don't feel too bad about getting rid of the tissue paper if it's going to get thrown away anyway. But I'm just not sure how I feel about it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull out all the book stuff that I got recently and just look at it. From what I remember, it's not these colors. It's a lot of more muted tones to it, like matte color type things, like dusty rose, that kind of thing, which does not go with this at all. But I'm gonna go get it all, and then we'll see what we think. All right, here's the stuff that I have. I was right. It's a much more muted color palette, but I do have this kind of gold that does appear in some of these. So, you know, that's something. These, I guess, don't have to be the same color. And then I have these. There's just a ton of phrases, black and white. And I have these. And again, I have kind of a gold happening. It's not the same. But could I maybe get away with it? Meh, maybe. We'll see. But I'm really not sold on any of that. So I think I'm still going to look through my other stuff. I did grab this out as well. So I have all like my book related stickers. All my cards are in here. I have my stamps if I want those. Oh, there's some other cards in here too. Wait, what is this? Nope. That doesn't really go. Oh, well, or does it? No, I don't like that. So I'll just look through here and see what else I find. I pulled out the branding strips that I have, and I actually found quite a few that might work here. This one, I think that just came from some other piece of paper because it's not the full size here like that. It's very thin compared to some of these. So it must be from something else I did. I just don't remember what. But the rest of these are more true branding strips. They have colors in them that would match. So I think I could use any of them and it would be okay. I'm kind of liking the scallop and the polka dots. This has both the yellow and the kind of aqua or turquoise in it, but I'm not so keen on the rest of the colors for this particular one. I feel like it needs to be a little bit more sedated just given like the tone of the book. So I think it's going to be one of these two, but I just want to see this here. This isn't bad, but this is a little more orangey. So I think because I have the other two, I'm going to put those to the side, not worry about them, and it will be one of these or maybe even both. All right, so in looking at this and just kind of putting these up to the actual TN, kind of close to the border, but not totally, I think it's going to be both of them. I actually really like it. The mix of the yellow, the black, and the white. And then if I'm lucky, maybe I can find some embellishments where I can bring in the blue color. Not exactly sure what I can do. I know I have enamel dots. I probably have some puffy stickers of some type, but I will figure it out. All right, so I've attached both of the branding strips that I had, and I decided to put my photo kind of in this upper section, so that is all done. Now I just have to figure out where I want to journal, and well, I shouldn't say if I want to journal. I do want to journal, but it doesn't have to be a lot. So I just kind of need a little area, but then like, do I want to embellish this, like put a cluster up here or something and then journal below? I don't exactly know. So I need to look through my book related stuff and figure out what I want to use. I decided to pull out a bunch of stickers that I had and then a bunch of ephemera pieces that I have that are all book themed. And I found this, and I know it's meant to be probably used in a pocket page, like in a 2x2 pocket. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to fussy cut it. I'm going to get rid of this one because that color isn't quite the best match. But these three would be okay. And then I could maybe work in some green and pink if I wanted to. So I think that's my plan. So I'm going to cut that out and then I will get it attached over here. All right, so I have that attached and I've decided to use one other thing on this sheet of puffy stickers. There's one that says book review and it's pink. It's very close to what's there. So I think I'm going to use that and maybe like, actually, let's just take it off of there. Thinking maybe putting it over like here. I don't care if there's an empty space there, but like over here, and then I can journal there because I don't need a huge space. I think that's enough, but it would help fill up some of it. So actually, I think I'm just going to attach it now. Is that centered or even? Let's look. No, a little high on the left. Darn it. Let's try that. How does that look? Now it's a little too low on the left. I'll get it right and then I'll be back. All right, so I have this all done. Added my journaling, and then I felt like the top needed something else. It felt a little empty and plain up there. And I was pulling out all my hearts, asterisks, stars, generic stuff like that. And I had these in there, and I think I want to use this one because it's got two shades of pink. This one is a little bit closer to this and this, but it also has yellow. So that's kind of fun. You can see I've had these a while. I have plenty left, so I might as well use it if I feel like it's going to match, right? So let's see. If I've got this left, then right, this probably should be at the left somewhere, or maybe more towards the middle. Ooh, if I put it here, I can overlap the branding strips just a little bit. I will say I've had these a while. I might have to put a glue dot on there. They don't stick the best. Well, maybe that one will be okay. If it falls off, eventually I can add a glue dot. But does it even say a year on here? I don't think so. Just gives all the info on the product, but it doesn't say. I was hoping it would have a year on it, but I know I've had this for a while. It's from Rosie's Studio, and they are out of New Zealand, I believe. And I have some of their stuff from several collections back. I still like their stuff, but it's just more expensive to get it shipped now, which stinks, but I still like their items. But I think this is all I need to do with this one. I actually like it that there's quite a bit of white space there. I don't feel the need to fill that, so this one is done. Thanks for watching.